Good morning. Happy Monday. Sorry I cannot be with you in class today, but I am going to make a short video to tell you what we're learning, okay? So today I will learn to model and apply the commutative, associative, and identity properties so that I can successfully evaluate and compare equivalent expressions. I will know that I have it if I can evaluate equivalent expressions using the properties of operations. I'm going to post a video link that I want you to watch. This is what you're doing this week. So, what is commutative property? It means if you change the order of an addition or multiplication problem, the answer does not change. So right here we see 5 plus 7. Well, that equals the same thing as 7 plus 5. All we did was flip the numbers. We didn't change the operation. Underneath it, we have 2 times 3. Well, that's the same thing as saying 3 times 2. So the commutative property is just whenever you change the order of the numbers and the answer does not change. So let's see if we can do these. So if I were going to do 5 plus 7 and use the commutative property, I would change it to 7 plus 5. So 5 plus 7 and 7 plus 5 both give you the same answer. Down here, the next one says 2 plus 5. So to use the commutative property, I would change that to 5 plus 2. All right, now underneath we have a variable. Remember, letters stand for an unknown number, and we call those variables. So that says the letter n plus 9. So I'm going to do 9 plus n. All right, now I want you to think, how could we do the last one? The last one says 8 plus x. So using the commutative property of addition, what would we do? If you said x plus 8, then you are correct. All right, let's hop over here to the right side. Now let's do multiplication. This says 5 times 8. So I'm just going to say 8 times 5. The next one says 3 times 5.8. So I'm just going to flip my numbers around. 5.8 times 3. All right, underneath we have z times 12. Remember, z is a variable. So I'm just going to change that to 12 times z. All right, I want you to see if you can do the last one. It says 15 times n. All right, if you said n times 15, you're correct. So the commutative property of addition and multiplication is just moving the numbers around, but the answer does not change. So now let's talk about associative property. This is when more than 2 numbers are added or multiplied, the result stays the same. So if you remember PEMDAS, okay, parentheses always go first. So we would do 2 times 3 and then times 4. Well, that's the same as saying 3 times 4, because that's in parentheses, times 2. If you do those problems, they're going to equal the same thing. What about underneath? Addition. 5 plus 1 plus 6 equals the same thing as if you do 1 plus 6 plus 5. So this is the associative property. So let's see how we would write this. This one says in parentheses 8 plus 12 and outside parentheses plus 15. So I'm going to write 8 plus, and then I'm going to open my parentheses, 12 plus 15. See, I'm not actually changing any operation, and I'm not changing any number. I'm just changing the order in which we do the problem, but the answer stays the same. So underneath, 8 plus, and then in parentheses, 22 plus 10. Well, I'll do my parentheses first. 8 plus 22, close my parentheses, plus 10. Okay, now underneath we have some variables, okay? 4z plus 3z in parentheses, and then plus 5z. Just because there's a variable, don't let it trick you. We're still just moving our parentheses. We're just going to put 4z outside the parentheses, plus, and then open parentheses, 3z plus 5z. All right, so I'm going to take a moment, see if you could do the last one. All right, and what I want you to do is I want you to email me your answer, okay? I want you to email me your answer. That way I know that you watched this video. Now over here, the associative property of multiplication, it says 7 times, and then inside parentheses is 5 times 2. Well, let's just change our parentheses. We'll do 7 times 5 and the parentheses, and then we'll do times 2. Underneath, 9 times and parentheses 3 times 5. Well, let's change our parentheses. 9 times 3, close parentheses, times 5. Now look, I'm not changing any number, and I'm not changing the operation. The only thing I'm changing is where the parentheses are. Okay, as long as you only change the parentheses, then the answer will remain the same. 6 times, in parentheses, p times 2. Well, let's do 6 times p, close parentheses, times 2. All right, I want you to do the last one, and same thing with this one. I want you to write it down, and I want you to email me your answer, or you can text me your answer. And the last one, identity property. When a number in addition is combined with 0, the answer will always be the number itself. For example, 4 plus 0 is 4. Any number plus 0 is always the number itself. And multiplication, when a number in multiplication is combined with a 1, the answer will always be the number itself. So 2 times 1 is 2. Any number multiplied by 1 is always itself. So 0 plus 2 equals 2. 100 plus 0 equals 100. Okay, now this is kind of tricky. The variable s plus 0, remember s just stands for an unknown number. So s plus 0 equals s. So I want you, in your email, you're going to tell me the answer on the last one. And let's come over here. Identity property of multiplication. 25 times 1 equals 25. 1 times 0.45 is 0.45. Same thing with the variable. H times 1 is H. H is a letter, and you can plug in any number. So the last one, 1 times K. I want you to send me an email with your answer. All right, here is my email and here's my phone number. So you can either email me or text me the answers. And lastly, here is your exit ticket. Which expression is equivalent to 53p plus, open parentheses, 16p plus 7p, close parentheses? This word equivalent, okay, means equal to. So this problem is equal to which one of these problems down here, A, B, C, or D, okay? So in your email, I also want you to include your exit ticket. So you're going to give me 4 answers plus your exit ticket. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, and I can't wait to hear about your weekend tomorrow. Bye.